Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning. I think. I don't have my watch with me. We had the show last night. I woke up very early from my back hurting. I've got an incline pillow that goes under my back. It's pretty high, and then I got my regular pillow on the top of it, to where it keeps me elevated, and it takes a lot of the strain off my lower back, so I don't have as bad backache. Somehow during the middle of the night, I slid down it. So instead of being inclined, I just kind of slid down to bed, and I was laying flat on my back, and it's excruciating. The pain is horrible. But anyhow, we are in town in Panama City. We had to bring Rosie down here for her doctor's appointment, and it's just a follow-up for the ear infection that she's had most of the summer. She kept getting them on and off, and it's I don't know if it has to do with swimming a lot or whatever, but the ear infections she's had since she was a baby, an infant. She's always dealt with them. But what I'm going to do here, the pictures that Brother Steve sent, I am going to share those with you. And I'm going to do it through a screen share. I've never done the screen recording to do this. If for some reason I cannot figure out how to do the screen share, then what I'll do is I'll just add the videos when I'm editing. And I may have to figure out how to dub audio over it to sort of give an explanation. But these pictures you're about to see, they're in sequence. As I'm walking down this road and I'm getting closer and closer to him, this thing, it gets to a point and it just dissolves. It's really, really strange. And I greatly appreciate Brother Steve for finding that and sending it to me. It's one of the more amazing ones that I've seen. So many of you have found stuff like that in the videos that I've posted through the years, and the most fascinating and also most frightening things that I've ever seen were things that you all have found in the videos. I didn't even see when I was out there when I was filming. Several times I did have the sensation that something was watching me, and most of the videos I do announce it. When I was recording, I announced that I felt like I was being watched, or I had a very uneasy feeling, and I would end up leaving that area, and you guys would end up finding whatever it was causing the issue. And it's been a very fascinating journey these last few years. And if it weren't for all of you and your ability to spot these things in the footage, knowing what to look for, I'd never know that it was there. I knew there was something there because you can feel it. You can feel if someone's staring at you, or you're in the eyes in that line of sight from a predator. You absolutely feel it, even if it's a small critter. You get a raccoon 50 feet from you and he's just locked on you, staring at the back of your head. You feel that, and it gives you just an uneasy feeling. And a lot of times it comes over as fear, and you turn around, it's a little small rodent. But it's not the point of the size of the animal. It's the point I'm getting across is your intent is projected through your eyes. And when those of us that hunt, most of us understand this, especially seasoned hunters. The younger generation, it's something that they will learn as they're going through the years hunting. But when if you're meat hunting, you're going after a specific species, and it doesn't matter if it's a rabbit, if it's a deer, a squirrel, it doesn't matter. If you're going after a living animal and your intent is to harvest that animal, if you're going to stare at him, there's a high chance he's going to take off and you're not going to get the shot. And what I was taught as a young man is not to look at the animal like when I'm deer hunting, because so many times I had deer coming in and they are easily within my range. A lot of times they were under 50 yards. They were right there in front of me. And they didn't know I was there. They didn't see me. And I'm staring at them. I'm looking just straight on at them. And pulling my rifle up, muzzle loader, bow, whatever I'm using. And I'm finding that point where I want to place the shot so that it's instant. There's no suffering. And that time that I'm staring at him, he picks up on it. And he'll just take off running. And a lot of people say, well, something was coming through the woods and the animal sensed it and he bolted, but I never seen nothing or heard nothing. 90% of the time, it's not anything coming in the woods. It's your intent. That animal's picked up on it. And so what I was taught was, especially deer hunting, they're really sensitive to stuff like that. Any prey animal is very sensitive to it. When your target species comes in, don't stare at him. Don't look directly at him. Watch him from your peripheral. If you'll watch, ahead of him or behind him, just 2 or 3 feet, don't look directly at him. Look just in front of where he's going, or just behind him, and follow him that way. And when he gets to the point, the area where you would like to harvest him, don't look directly at him until he is in the spot that you want him to be, and he will not pick up on your intent, and you'll be successful at making the harvest. Got a big truck pulling in front of me. That's the beeping you hear. But I'm going to go ahead and carry on with this. I am going to pull these pictures up, and I'm going to try to zoom them in. If this works, I'll be able to zoom in and show you the spot in these pictures, the item in question, so to speak. But y'all have a good day. I love you. Thank you so much for hopping over and joining me last night on the live show. You have no idea how great a feeling that is. It does something to you when you know you have that many people that care for you. It means so much. And I cannot thank you enough. Y'all are the greatest. And I wish you the best day of your life today. And I pray that all goes amazingly well for you and your family. And I hope that y'all ain't suffering with sickness or horrible weather or any of the multitudes of things that are coming against us these days as believers of the Most High. But anyhow, we're going to move forward, and I will be back with you in just a moment. Alright guys, here's the first clip. Look down the road that I'm on to the right of the blue barrel. There's a figure of a man standing there, a shadow. There was nobody with me. I was absolutely alone. But this is a series of pictures. This is the first one. And as I'm approaching it, you'll see where I'm getting closer to it. It's getting clearer and more easily to see. I was having a hard time zooming in. But do you see the figure standing there? There's a blue barrel. To the right of it is a tree. To the right of that is a figure of what looks like a man. Now, here's the next photograph. I'm a little closer. There's the figure. Now look at the height of his hands at his side compared to that 55-gallon barrel. That's a food-grade barrel. You see his hands. They're 5 or 6 inches higher than the top of that barrel. And that barrel's high. So I would assume that thing is about 7 to 7.5 feet tall. I do not have an explanation for it. Now, where's it at here? It's gone. There it is. The very next frame, it's gone. And this one, zoom in, there's no figure there. And I was much closer to the barrel at this point. No figure past the barrel. I don't have an explanation for this. Now, I'll go back There's the figure. You see him? Way down at the end of the road there, to the right of the barrel. You have the blue barrel, a tree, and this figure. Now this figure's casting a shadow, but it's coming across the road toward me. You see the shadow? Look at the trees, just this side of that blue barrel. None of them are casting a shadow that direction. I don't know what this is. It's got me puzzled. Guys, please let me know what you think in the comments below. If any of you have any ideas of what this could be. I thought pareidolia until I started zooming it in and really looking at it on the computer. It definitely is not pareidolia. I don't know what that is. I don't have an explanation. There's a head, there's shoulders, there's arms, there's a torso, and there's legs. And you can see between his legs. You can see daylight. But he just vanished. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm lost on this one. Brother Steve, thank you so much for finding this and sharing it with me. Hopefully we can get some answers here from our family. There the guy is. And this was during the middle of the day. Shadow man, demon, something paranormal, I don't know, but that's where I'm leaning. Y'all have a good day. God bless you. Thank you for your help. And we'll just let this play out. You guys can look at it a little bit longer. And I'll see you soon.